Hey, this is Joe from Citrus County Porch Life, coming to you on September 6, 2024, with a daily word for men. And the word for today is virtue. And the biblical quote is from 1 Peter 2, verse 22, New American Standard. He who committed no sin, nor was any deceit found in his mouth. Virtue is a quality that is of good merit and morality, moral excellence. The virtue of truthfulness, for example, is a value that demonstrates integrity, honesty, forthrightness. Our lives can be full of trickery and deceit. Mostly we do it to ourselves, fooling our consciences into small decisions of depravity and allowing false narratives to entertain our minds. How else can we get by in a world that demands so much of us and gives so little in return? We are supposed to excel, compete with the best, act strong, look handsome, and be great men. Yet we are typically not. So we make things up, bend truths, or tell little lies to ourselves and others. Jesus did not feel these same struggles because he was full of virtue. His character was unstained by performance. He was content in his position in life and grounded by his relationship with his Father. This is what enabled him to be righteous, full of integrity and moral. And the question today for us all: what do you need to do to keep yourself grounded in a relationship to God the Father? And everybody has different answers, but for me, number one is a constant study of the Word. The Old Testament is such a beautiful, beautiful set of books. And if you kind of look at, like, take a movie cell out of a movie, say like every 300 cell, you get a picture of the sweep of the movie, just like in the Old Testament. You got the Hittites, get the Babylonians, the Chaldeans, the Assyrians, you got the Egyptians, you've got the Greeks, and then the Romans, all in the Old Testament. That sweep of empires. One comes in, stays for a while, gets pushed out, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And that's why, for me, and God remains immutable, unchangeable, and he's the same God at the day of creation as at the same day of Christ's ascension. And that helps keep me grounded. There's a saying, oh, well, God of the New Testament is not like that. Well, he is God, he's unchangeable. And people that believe that are in for a rude awakening, I believe. And another thing is a reconciliation. Now, reconciliation is not just confession. The Catholic Church used to call a sacrament confession. Well, anybody can go in and confess. Reconcile is more. You confess your sins and you try not to commit that sin again, and you try not to be tempted, so you avoid the occasions of temptation. And that's what I try to do. I slip and fall a lot. We all do. So I hope you got something out of that. Virtue. And I love that quote. He committed no sin, nor was any deceit found in his mouth. 1 Peter. In fact, There's so little deceit that the Pharisees and the Sadducees, who had ways of parsing the law like political commentary, do this, do that, and always making themselves look good, hated him for that. Because if you do not believe Moses, you will not believe me. And that was the end of the argument. He wasn't going to get into it with them. He knew their minds. So have a good day. It's Friday, another weekend. Boy, they come quick when you get old. One right after the other. Have a safe day. God bless.